Good evening, guys, and happy Tuesday to all of your sunshiny faces. Guys, I got so much stuff done today. Oh my goodness. I ended up getting up not super early today. I think I woke up around 9:30, maybe about 10 o'clock or so, which was really actually pretty good. I tried to go to bed early last night, but for some reason I couldn't fall asleep. And I think that was just because I got too much sleep the night before, because I told you guys how since Thanksgiving pretty much, or the night before Thanksgiving, I've been averaging about 4 to 5 hours of sleep. So I definitely slept in like pretty bad yesterday. And not even pretty bad. It was just like I went to bed early and I ended up sleeping in, and like pretty significantly, where I ended up getting a lot of sleep because again I was tired. So when you're averaging about 4 or 5 hours of sleep, and so like I was saying, I ended up getting up like a little bit earlier today, but I think the problem was falling asleep last night was just because I got too much sleep yesterday. So like I said, got up. My dad was actually home today, and he's gonna be home again tomorrow. So we are going to go to Meijer actually tomorrow, also too because I want to stop at a different Aldi, and we passed by an Aldi on our way to Meijer. So I want to go to a different Aldi and check to see if they don't have chocolate advent calendars, because they don't. I never saw at our Aldi, and normally they will have them like the when they first get their shipment of advent calendars in, which was at the beginning I think of like November or mid-November or something like that. And normally at the same time they get like the big advent calendars, like the big chocolate ones, or like the sock advent calendars, or like the Lego advent calendars, the toy ones, you know. They're like, you know, they have different alcohol ones and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Normally when they wind up getting those, and they also have just the more simplistic normal, like, you know, just little chocolate 24-day chocolates, you know, little advent calendars. And I never ever saw them at our Aldi, and I was looking since that day when we first got the dogs theirs, and that was around the time, like I said, that they normally wind up getting them in. I never ever ended up seeing them at our Aldi. So I don't know if they just sold out really quickly, or if our Aldi just never got a shipment of them in. And the reason I'm kind of thinking that it was just the latter of the two was because normally when they would get them, they would have them for like 3 to 4 weeks. Like they'd have them sometimes up until like after Thanksgiving. And so that's why I'm like, this is really weird. Like normally they get huge boxes of them, and like I said, they'd have them for a really long time. So the fact that I never saw them any of the weeks that I went to Aldi kind of makes me, like I said, think that they never got them in. So I want to check at a different Aldi and see if they don't have them, and if not, I think I'm going to pick them up at Meijer. The problem is that they're like $1, at least like double the price. I think Aldi's price is around like $1.39, I thought is what I saw online, was their price, and Meijer's is like $2.50. You know, we will wind up having to get, like I said, probably about, you know, we have to get 5 of them. So if I get them at Aldi, again, I'm only paying, you know, maybe about $6, $7 in total, and then again it's about double that price getting them at you know, at Meijer. So I'd like to avoid that if at all possible, but again, we might need to check another Aldi. The other thing too is that for some reason our Aldi did not have any garbage bags, like the garbage bags we normally buy, which when I showed you guys, we got that deal at Meijer over the summer on their garbage bags. I ended up stocking up. I got 2 packages of like the garbage bags, the big count of garbage bags. We've had them since summer. I have not had to buy. I think we had like a bag from Aldi, like we had a box that we just bought like maybe a week or 2 before I ended up getting that deal. But then after that I ended up having, so I had about 3 like boxes worth of you know, garbage bags that have lasted us since pretty much summer. So that's awesome, but we are now out, and our Aldi for some reason only has like the drawstring kind, which we don't normally get, and they're very expensive compared to just the normal like black you know, like trash bags, which is what we use. So again, I could not find them at our Aldi, so when we go to check advent calendars at the other one, I'm going to check, like I said, this one, because it's weird. When our Aldi is out of something, they seem like they're out of it for a while. Like the same thing too with my hash browns, where they didn't end up having them for like 2 months almost, or something crazy like that. It was like a month or maybe 2 months. Like, you know, so I'm concerned that they don't have this kind of garbage bag. They're just not gonna have it in for a really long time. And thing was too is that I didn't even see a tag like they were out. So I'm also concerned that maybe our Aldi will stop carrying that variety. And so then I might need to think about getting garbage bags from somewhere else, because like I said, I'm not gonna get the drawstring ones that are way more money. So anyways, we're gonna go to Meijer tomorrow. We are going to go to Aldi, you know, like I said, just to check for the advent calendars and also for the garbage bags. If not, we'll just walk out there and we're not getting anything. And then I'm going to do my Meijer list, or I'm gonna do my Meijer shopping tomorrow because I finished my Meijer list. I actually finished it yesterday. I finished pretty much my Caputo's, Tony's, and for the most part what I can of Aldi and Jewel's, and I also finished Menards. The only thing I didn't do was Walmart's, like just the Ibotta offers, if they have anything that's worth going and doing this week. And also too, I didn't do any of the Jewel couponing deals, like what they're just for you, because a lot of times they will have, you know, like stuff that's not advertised that they'll still have deals on that I can't just look in the ad to figure out what they have. So I have to wait until the coupons go live, which they don't go live until the sales start on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, tomorrow, I should be able to make my Jewel list and be completely done with all of my grocery lists for this week, which is awesome because I finished them, like I said, pretty early this week, and I've been multitasking while I do that and been editing. So today I actually got 4 vlogs edited. I ended up doing, I think, 3 yesterday, but I had one that was edited prior, so I uploaded that one plus one of the ones I edited yesterday. I have another 2 that can go up tomorrow, but I have another 4 that I just did today, so now I have 6 that I can upload. And so where I was like over like 10 plus days behind, I think, with the vlog, because again, over Thanksgiving, I don't think I edited at all like last week. Maybe I did once, but like I said, hardly ended up editing almost at all. I think I only had the one vlog that I had saved on my my Mac, and that was the one, like I said, from Friday that I didn't end up uploading at all. And then I only had one, so I was like, I'll wait till I have at least 2 to upload at a time. So anyways, I ended up getting, like I said, all that stuff done today, along with the grocery list, pretty much every grocery list done, except for, like I said, just those other sort of little 2 things that I have to do for those 2 other grocery stores. And then we've also, I ended up getting to, I think, 2 loads at least of laundry today. I also ended up doing dishes, and I ended up making dinner for tonight. So I ended up making, as I was been sharing with you guys, sort of our journey through our whole turkey that we ended up using from Thanksgiving and all the different things that we've been doing. Yesterday we ended up doing, it's like that chicken, the like chicken stuffing casserole sort of, but instead I ended up using turkey and used turkey stuffing that I got at Aldi, again on their like lower price Thanksgiving rollback sort of sale. And so I ended up doing that yesterday, and then today I ended up doing a turkey pot pie with the biscuits on top and not like a traditional pie. So I didn't do it with like pie crust, but I ended up doing it with the biscuits instead. And it's sort of, you make it a little bit almost like soup-like, not entirely, but it's more of like, you know, a casserole sort of, and then you put the biscuits on top, and then you sort of just scoop it out with the biscuit, and that's how you end up eating it. So the base for it was actually very similar to what I did yesterday. It was just 1 can of, instead of a can of cream of mushroom and a can of cream of chicken, which I could have done the same way, but I just used 1 can of cream of chicken, was the exact same recipe as the one I did yesterday for the, like I said, the base of, you know, like that stuffing casserole. And the other difference too is that I didn't have another bag of frozen mixed vegetables. So what I ended up doing was I used like half of a bag of corn, and then I, like frozen corn, and then I ended up using a full can of, I had peas and carrots in the pantry, so I ended up using that. It also said too to use like chicken broth to like sort of like make it a little bit like thinner, like, no, so it's not so thick, but instead I just ended up adding the juice from the can of the peas and carrots, and so it worked just the same because I didn't have really any extra leftover. Like I could have probably just scooped out maybe some of the broth from like the turkey noodle soup, but like I said, I just ended up using the juice from the can. So, like I said, all in all, ended up making that for dinner tonight too. I did wind up snapping a picture too for you guys of what it ended up looking like. Just, again, it was, I made it in the exact same bowl that I did yesterday too. But again, it was just pretty much the exact same thing, almost for the most part, except we did it with biscuits on the top, again, slightly different. And then also ended up doing it, you know, instead of the stuffing on top. So, like I said, that was dinner for tonight. And then I also ended up cleaning the bathroom today too. So I ended up getting the whole bathroom all cleaned and everything like that. And I'm hoping that tomorrow I'll be able to get the kitchen all cleaned up too. So that's why, since my dad is home tomorrow, I'm hoping that he can get me up early. We're not going to be able to go to Meijer until most likely, I'm thinking possibly after he ends up going and picking up Jack from school, potentially. I'm sort of thinking that that is what we're going to wind up doing. So anyways, guys, yes, like I said, I got a ton of stuff done for today. I am super happy about that. The other thing too, guys, which I was not expecting to get all of this stuff done yet. I actually pretty much almost finished all of my Christmas shopping. There was a Black Friday sale on a something that Jack wanted, which I ended up getting from, they had it on sale at Target, so I ended up getting that for him, and it was actually only 14 bucks or something like that, or $15. So my budget this year is pretty much 20 bucks for everybody, but as I showed you guys, Matthew's gift was $50. I ended up getting it for him for $20. For Jack, it was, I think, honestly $60 or $65. I ended up getting it for $15. My dad's gift too, I also ended up ordering that. That was a little bit cheaper. I think it was like $13.99 maybe, or something like that. I think it was normally $15. It wasn't anything super expensive. Something that I actually took some time to think about, something that I think he'd like. But it was, I think with the Cyber Monday, I ended up ordering that yesterday. It was $15, I think, or 16, 17, maybe, something like that. And it was, like I said, lower price for like $13.99 or something around there. So it was only a few dollars off, but I bought it on Amazon, and honestly, you don't normally see huge discounts on Amazon. And like I said too, compared to the price that it already was, what I ended up getting, sometimes I see certain ones of what I saw for a lot more than that anyway, so the fact that it was still a little bit cheaper was pretty good. But again, I will probably still wind up getting Jack something like small for like $5, and then possibly too for my dad as well. The only person I have not bought for yet is for my mom. Not completely sure yet what I'm actually going to get her for Christmas, but other than her, I'm pretty much done shopping. I am going to pick something up for the dogs, like some toys, and truly, as soon as I said dogs, he opened his eyes. Like, now he's listening to me, and he keeps looking over here because now I'm looking at him. Plug your ears. You can't hear what I'm saying. This is about your Christmas present. So anyways, yes, and then also too, as I showed you guys, I've been getting those little Fannie Mae, like those s'more little things too at Meijer, like for $1, and like they're normally $5. So I'm also going to wind up getting those, giving those to like extended family, sort of like my aunts and uncles and stuff like that. I'm going to give them that to them for Christmas too. But again, those normally for, what was I paying, $4.49 or $4.15 or something like that for them, and I've been getting them for about $1. So that's the other thing that again, I've been sort of stocking up on to give them for Christmas as well. And again, I could do it real cheap and not spend much money on, you know, all of my gifts this year. Like I said, the retail price of what my gifts cost versus, you know, my budget is gonna probably be close to about $100 is what I'm expecting to pay for everything. Like I said, for my immediate family's gift, my pet's gift, and also to extended family gifts. Like I said, I can just sort of end up doing that for probably around $100. I think is really awesome. But again too, like Jack and Matthew's gift alone would have retailed at over $100. Like I said, I've already got a bunch of stuff for well under that. So again, that is my plan for Christmas gifts this year, but I'm actually pretty excited because I have never almost been done with my Christmas shopping before December 1st, guys. This is crazy. Normally, I'm not a last minute shopper, but sometimes I'm like you know, like a week or 2 weeks, like sort of before Christmas, I start really like getting good ideas flowing. And all of a sudden this year, again, between the sales that I found, the stuff that I know people wanted and everything like that, I was like, I am like, you know, I'm so surprised because, like I said, I'm never an early like shopper. I'm a little sad though too, because a lot of times like I like doing a lot of like shopping around for things and stuff like that, but if I was able to get good deals on Black Friday sales, Cyber Monday deals and stuff like that, I am, you know, I'm all for that, getting my shopping out of the way early and not have to worry about being a last minute person. Like I said, I'm happy with that. And then too, all I have to worry about is just wrapping the presents. And then, you know, like I said, I still have to figure out what to get my mom though for Christmas. So I don't know, I might try and figure out if, you know, and come up with some ideas maybe too for my dad and see if he can't, you know, maybe give me a couple ideas. The thing is too, is that, well, like with Christmas gifts, I like to go a little bit more like off of not off of people's list. Like, exactly, like Jack's was on his list, but it was something I was actually going to get him anyway, regardless of if it was or not, because I know it was something he was talking about. And then I actually did see it on his list. I was like, oh wow, Matthew's was not on his list, but it was something that literally the day before I ended up finding the sale on it. He was like telling me about it, and so I was like, oh, I think he really wants that. And then, like I said too, my dad's was something that, you know, I think is something he used to use a lot, like around when I was little, and maybe even before I was born, and so he hasn't really done it in a while, and so I wanted to, and like Jack was thinking about it too, so me and Jack are going to kind of do a dual gift a little bit, with something that he is planning on getting for my dad as well. I think it'll be something, like I said, that he really likes and appreciates. But like I said, I like to think outside the box sometimes a little bit and not just go off of what somebody is on somebody's list. So like I said, I thought a little bit outside the box. I think with sort of everybody's gift. Again, Jack was on his list, but it was something that I actually think I bought, and then I checked his list and saw it was on there, and then I had to tell my dad not to get it for him because I was like, I actually already bought that. So since you see it on his list, make sure that you don't end up getting it for him. So like I said, you know, good deal on that too, but I can't share that with you guys. I'm not going to try and share anything until we get a little closer to Christmas time, probably when I end up wrapping everything, just because I don't want to spoil too much, and I realized I did share Matthew's already. So, but like I said, I might wind up having to just get something off my mom's list, because like a lot of the stuff that, you know, like I kind of thought out of the box for her a little bit with was stuff that I've gotten her already in the past. And so I'm like, you know, like the cookie jar that I got, that I think I shared with you guys like it was 2 Christmases ago, was actually a cookie jar that my great grandma, I think it was my great grandma, had, and my mom ended up one Christmas buying one for everybody else in the family. Like I think my aunt, like my grandma's sister, and then my other aunt, like my mom's cousin and uncle, so my mom's, you know, other cousin, and she ended up buying one, like I said, for pretty much like everybody in the family, maybe even one for my grandma, and I don't remember what happened to hers, if she did end up getting one. But my mom bought one, like I said, for pretty much everybody, and then she didn't end up getting one for herself. So like I said, like 2 years ago I was thinking about it, and I actually took a picture of the one that was in my aunt's house so that I knew exactly which one it was, and then ended up getting it for her, like I said, two years ago or whatever it was. So now she has the gift that she ended up gifting everybody else. She really appreciated it because, you know, it was something that she wasn't going to buy for herself really, but you know, like she thought about it for everybody else to get. Like it was something that I knew she kind of wanted, but she never ended up getting one for herself. So the fact that we were able to get one for her was pretty cool. But like I said, there's nothing else that I can really think of like that, where I'm like, what is something that she's always sort of talked about or sort of wanted, or, you know, something like that that's, you know, like I said, kind of in that realm that's, again, a little outside the box, but and not something that she'd put down on her Christmas list, like, oh, pajamas or, you know, slippers or something like that. You know, like I said, with something a little bit different. And so I can't come up with anything, but I still got time, you know. Like I said, it's still not even December yet. So anyways, guys, I'm going to take a shower and get to bed. I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give it a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see y'all very sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.